the sounds that you are able to produce with your vocal cords, these sounds have the ability to resonate with fundamental tones and frequencies, notes, if you will, within existence. There's magical speech, magical tone, and mundane. For example, we can have this conversation in English, and there's a certain amount of magical power and extraordinary power these English vibrations can create, but it's more limited. If we were to be having this conversation in something like classical Hebrew, the sounds that we would be making would be in resonance with fundamental frequencies within creation. So these tones that your vocal cords can produce, these tones can be used to correspond and to connect with many layers and levels. And some of those layers and levels are foundational. That's why these sacred sounds that you make with the vocal cords, it's why many of them are built from what you would call seed sounds. Many of the Hebrew letters are very similar to what you would describe as a seed sound. Such things appear in the Sanskrit language, for example. There is a strong connection between these concepts, what you would describe as the Hebrew alphabet and the seed sounds of Sanskrit. So these types of languages, they are resonating with the frequency of the building blocks. You have your culture, you have your cultural beliefs, your cultural myths. You also have your personal desires, your personal culture, your personal myth. All of these things influence the quality of the energy that the sounds produce when they are made. And in that way, your human mind drives the magical manifestational power of the sound. Because you might make a certain sound and its fundamental quality is to build, to create, to grow, to strengthen. But if you do not guide that with your own emotion, your own thought, your own desire, that energy of growth and strength will sort of expand, fizzle out. But with the human mind and imagination, you can take that sound, you can take that command, you can take that instruction, you can sculpt it. So these things work together. And essentially, yes, you exist already on all levels of density and dimensionality. You're an infinite being. If you were anything other than an infinite being, then that idea could not be true, that you're already connected to everything and everyone. So it's a matter of making those layers of the self conscious. All of these extra dimensional layers to you, think of them as extra dimensional layers of your mind and body. So as you become more sensitive to the world of energy, once you become more sensitive to the world of vibration, you will become more sensitive to those layers and levels. And then absolutely, you can act as a channel or conduit for them. So studying sound will teach you about how energy operates. It will teach you about the dynamics of energy. Ultimately, it will teach you about the story of energy, which is the story of the alphabet, essentially. So if you study that, you'll learn a lot about a lot. You will learn about the nature of existence simply through studying old classic alphabets, Greek alphabet, Hebrew alphabet, things like this.